This is my Eufy E25 Robot Mop and Vacuum. I'll do a quick unboxing, setting up, and I will share you my thoughts about this robot. There's a simple manual that comes with the robot. Just follow it and then scan the QR code to download the app. You'll need Wi-Fi to connect your robot to the app. Everything else is self-explanatory. The vacuum is all preset and ready to go. You'll need to attach a few things that I will show in the video right now. This vacuum mop has heavy-duty wheels and a very wide mop as well as fluffy. There's a camera on the front. There are two sweepers, one from each side. So to install it, you will just need to plug in the cord, which is also long enough. I think it's around 6 feet in length. Simply plug it in and it's ready to be connected to your Wi-Fi. Now you can attach the dock. It simply clicks in, and then I will fill up the tank and attach the cleaner solution. The tub fit 2,500 milliliters of water up to the max line. That's around 10 cups of water, and that should last you quite a while. And this is where the dirty water goes. Both of these have to be fully clicked in. Now we will dock the robot. This will power it on and it will charge. And this is where the vacuum dust collector is located. Everything is nice and neat. It has a cover. I will be turning on the volume so you can hear how the robot works. It's a fairly quiet robot. First off, it does mapping, so it just walks around everywhere, looks at all the angles of the rooms. And now it's going back to the station to wet the mops. There's a teleprompter that tells you exactly what the robot is doing. That can be turned off or can be set to any language you want. Honestly, this vacuum is fairly quiet. The loudest parts are when the mops are washing itself and when the vacuum is emptying its dust bag. The robot is pretty good at avoiding obstacles. I like that it raises its mop when it goes to carpeted areas, and the heavy-duty wheels that I was showing earlier are helping the robot do that. It's pretty cool how the robot allocates itself around the house. It goes all the way to the borders like couches and walls. It goes all the way and collects the dust right at the corners. And now my decoy obstacle, it easily avoided that thing all the way throughout. When it's on bare floors, it applies the pressure and mops those with water. It's able to tell when to switch from mop to no mop. Pretty smart in that aspect, and I really like it. The app also has different settings towards how you want your cleaning to be done. You can do 2 cleanings or 1 cleaning. You have 3 options for suctions, as well as you can choose which rooms you want to clean. It's pretty cool to have that as an option, as sometimes I don't want my entire house to be cleaned. I just need a specific room to be cleaned. And this is what I was talking about, it being the loudest when emptying the vacuum. And here it is washing the mops. When it's dark in the room, the robot uses a light so it can see obstacles. Some features that I wanted to show is the zone clean. You can choose a zone that you want to be cleaned. Here it shows where the robot is located. This is my kitchen. If I want it to clean only my kitchen, I'll do that and it will clean only that one part of my kitchen. Or you can move it anywhere you want and it will do the same. There is an AI automation which it selects a cleaning strategy based on the room type and cleaning frequency. But I like to be able to do it on my own. There's a vacuum mop or vacuum only, cleaning intensity deep or fast. Okay, and then it has turbo, suction, quiet, turbo, and max. Cleaning times 1 or 2. That's the amount of times it walks through the same place. And then it shows you a 3D of the rooms, and you see that it's washing the mops right now. If I were to be honest, I think the robot could have been better at detecting these low-profile washable rugs, as they are quite flimsy and it tends to get stuck on the corners. Not necessarily getting stuck, just flapping the rug back and forth. I did feel that some parts of the rug felt moist, so it probably didn't detect that it was a rug and kept on using the mop. I think that's a pretty cool feature that it has. You can watch where it goes. At any time, point in time, you can always click go home on the bottom, the blue buttons, or pause if you want to just take a pause. Go home and it will go back to its headquarters. Let's try spilling some sweet juice and seeing how it does with that. This was my 2 cleaning mode, and the first time it passed right through it. It cleaned it up pretty well, but it did go a second time, so there was no sticky residue at all. This is the path that it took when I did the 2 cleaning. It made a grid one way and then it went through a second time. The robot vacuum finished mopping and it went to wash its mop at the dock. You can see that only 10% of the battery life was used. And that is crazy because it spent 20 minutes washing my floors because it went through 2 cycles. If I were to rate this out of 10, I would rate this a solid 9 out of 10. I love how it detects, how it has so many options on the app, also how quiet it is, and how nice and sleek it looks. The performance on it was pretty good, and I would recommend this robot to anyone who's looking for a vacuum mop 2-in-1.